And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to West Springfield as tonight, round one of the playoffs begin, as tonight your Pope Francis Cardinals take on the visiting Bishop Feehan. Over to me, Jay Gonzalez, the voice of the Pope Francis Cardinals, bringing you this live and exclusive action right here on Pope Prep. Before we begin with our game festivities, remind you folks to like this content and subscribe to our channel. We produce unique and original content like this every single day of the week. No matter where you are or however you may be listening, we thank you for tuning in tonight. We thank you for tuning in all season long. As tonight, the moments we've been waiting for, round one of the playoffs starts here on Pope Prep. Tonight is Bishop Feehan looking to come into the Olympia Ice Center, the home of Rink 1, where the Cardinals have played all year long, trying to come in and play upset spoiler, trying to beat the Pope Francis Cardinals in their building. It's going to be a tough task. We have seen the Cardinals all year long at their best. Ladies and gentlemen, the goal all year long has been to play the final game at the TD Garden. Today, Pope Francis will need a win in order for that dream to stay alive. Coming up, we've got the first round in the playoffs. Stay tuned. Pope Prep champions play here. Coming up next on Pope Prep. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pope Prep Hockey back on the air tonight. The Pope Francis Cardinals begin their journey, their excellent journey to the final here, the TD Garden, the ultimate goal. Tonight, Nick Ritchie will be in net for Pope Francis. Nick Ritchie coming in as a sophomore this season, relieving Vinny Maggi of his duties about 75% of the way through the year. He has been stellar anytime Pope Francis has called upon his name. He has a bright future ahead of him, and I'm sure we'll see that. If the players look a little bit different tonight, you might notice that. Most of them on this team have dyed their hair blonde, so interesting to see for sure. So you're expecting to see the usuals with at least the back of their helmets. You're not going to see the same. Everyone on this team just about has dyed their hair blonde. So interesting notes to take care of as well. Bishop Feehan again trying to come in here, trying to start their road to the TD Garden, but again, it's going to be tough. This place is going to be loud. Pope Francis. Bishop Feehan coming up. Nick Ritchie in net. He'll have the biggest game of his life. Coming up, we got the first round of the state tournament with pregame announcements and the national anthem. Coming up right here on Pope Prep. Reminder, folks, like this content, subscribe to our channel. We produce unique content like this every single day of the week. Pope Francis, Bishop Feehan is next. We thank you for watching Pope Prep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just about set to get things underway. 25 seconds until pregame announcements of the national anthem. Again, if the Cardinals are able to hang on to things as they look to be able to, as we've seen them here all year long, they will be back here on Saturday at 12 o'clock. So we'll have that game for you live on Pope Prep. But again, Cardinals do have to win tonight in order to be able to have that home game on Saturday afternoon. Pope Francis again. Bishop Feehan. Here we go. First round in the playoffs. What we've been waiting for on Pope Prep. Teams now will center around their nets, put the pucks in the puck bag, and head to the goal line for pregame announcements. Just about set to begin on this chilly night from the Olympia Ice Center. Again, Olympia home to 3 rinks. Originally, this rink 1 was just it. This is all they had. Tabs came in, and boom, 2 rinks came in as well. It's going to be a lot of fun here tonight at the Olympia Ice Center. Place is packed already. Waiting for the music to subside. Bishop Feehan's ready for pregame announcements. Pope Francis is as well. Now, let's send it down to the ice level for our pregame announcements and national anthem on this Wednesday evening in the first round of the playoffs.
Good evening, family and friends, and welcome to the Olympia Ice Center for this evening's 2023 Massachusetts State Tournament Round of 32 game between the Bishop Feehan High School Shamrocks and your Pope Francis Cardinals. Please welcome the starting lineup for Bishop Feehan. In goal, number 31, Easton Thebridge. On defense, number 4, Travis Smith. On defense, number 7, Bryce McIntosh. At left wing, number 2, Aiden Stanley. At right wing, number 6, Joey Davino. At center, number 17, Thomas Frazzone. The assistant coaches are Mark Cunningham, Terry Sullivan, and A.J. Quetta. The head coach of the Shamrocks is David Frazzone. And now the starting lineup for Pope Francis. First at the forward positions, starting at center, number 44, Josh Ivey. At left wing, number 15, C.J. Wontroba. At right wing, number 26, Mossy Curry. On defense, number 10, Zachary Bobone. And number 24, Jake Jarrell. In goal tonight, number 30, Nick Ritchie. The assistant coach is Ken Kenny. The team manager is Steve Moore. The other assistant coach is Steve Ash. The head coach here at Cardinals is Brian Foley. Fans, at this time, we ask you to rise as you are able to. And gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we are ready to begin. You may remember the name A.J. Ketta. He has suffered a horrific injury. He has bounced back quite fine from that. He is now an assistant coach for the visitors tonight, the Shamrocks, coming in, trying to beat the Pope Francis Cardinals in their house. Starting a little bit late this evening, 7:07 puck drop here tonight is what we're going to have. Pope Francis getting ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look now. Here we go. We're taking a look now at Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie, the sophomore. And the starting nod here, playoffs, big game for him. Maybe the biggest game of his life. So, there's an opportunity here in round one to get the Cardinals off to a hot start. There's Nick Ritchie. He'll get the tap of the pads from C.J. Watroba, Moscardi, and Zach Buffone. So it's Watroba, Moscardi, and Ivy, the forwards. Jarrell, Ziggy Buffone, the two junior defensemen, with Ritchie in net. As now we will head to center ice. We are getting ready and getting set for this first round matchup. We're ready, folks. Wednesday night hockey, first round. Pope Francis, Bishop Feehan, Cardinal Nation. It is time to fly as we start tonight with Jake Jarrell. Jarrell, the junior, working it up to C.J. Watroba. Around center ice, Watroba has it. He'll try to dump it in. He'll look for it himself. Watroba will try to make the play, but it goes just past him. Bishop Feehan now will try to work it out of their zone. Shamrocks trying to work it up the ice. They have some speed, trying to do a little shake and bake on Zach Buffone. Ziggy trying to get back there. Bishop Feehan will pass it back to the point. Here comes a shot, but it's an easy glove save. Making it look easy there is Nick Ritchie, the sophomore. So Nick Ritchie covers up with 14:32 to go in this opening period. So first shot on goal. Heads to Bishop Feehan. Big opportunity for tonight for the Bishop. It would be a huge win for them. Maybe upset of the year if they are able to somehow, some way pull this off. But Pope Francis, as we know, they've been talented all year long. It's been a garden mission for them all year long as well. So I would expect the Cardinals to win this game, but you never know. Ryan O'Leary will try to get down there for Pope Francis. Enough of my chatter, as Petey will try to make the play. Petey trying to set up Petch in front, but that net is dislodged. We're going to have a whistle with 14:13 to go in this opening period. So on the ice of the Cardinals, it's O'Leary, Petey, and Petch, with Bullock and Foyle on the defensive ends for Pope, with 14:13 to go on that far right faceoff dot. Ref currently in the goal, trying to fix the net. That was dislodged. Petey will take the draw momentarily. One back cleanly by Bishop Feehan. Feehan will try to use the boards, trying to work it out of their own zone now. Shamrocks having a little bit of a hard time working things out. Big hit there by Petey. Will get the student section going. Bulldog shot, save, rebound. Cardinals looking to stub it in. O'Leary on the floor trying to go on the board, but eventually the save was made by Feehan. O'Leary again trying to stub it on. Pett still trying to get in there. He takes a tumble over the Bishop Feehan netminder, and Bishop Feehan will clear all the way down the ice, and that will be an icing. That was a quick 4 shots on goal by the high-powered Pope Francis offense, but no goal on the board. We stay 0-0. Maybe a preview of things to come in this one. Third line coming out now. Mateo Kakovia, McGrath, Wickerson, grade 8, accompanied by Shea and Russ on the defensive end. So this face-off coming in. We may have to make it take it out, but he won't. So draw again, one cleanly by Feehan. Kakovia will try to play it in. Wegerson has it. Here's Big Wegs. Backhand. He scores. Top shelf. Wade Wegerson. The grade A. Bada bing, bada boo. 1-0. Oh, my gracious. Wade Wegerson goes backhand. Top shelf. Glove side. Didn't even see it coming. Wade Wegerson from out of nowhere takes the puck from the boards and puts it coast to coast and puts it in for Pope Francis. 1-0 the lead for the Cardinals thanks to Wade Wegerson putting it in for Pope Francis. 1-0 is the Cardinal lead. Wade Wegerson, one of the goals of the year to say the least. That was impressive by Mr. Wegerson. Going backhand, top shelf, playoffs. Are you kidding me? No, you're not. Wade's not kidding me, AJ. 13:26 to go in the opening period. Pope Francis up by 1. I believe that was an icing, so face off will be held in the Pope Francis zone. Ivy Wins the draw back to Zach Buffone. Ziggy will go tape to tape to Moss Carney, who now looks like Eminem. Here's Josh Ivey trying to climb up something there was Josh Ivey, but he eventually ran out of real estate. Watroba will try to help him out. Ivey trying to work it inside, but eventually Bishop Feehan will restore order and try to work it out of their zone. Here they come, trying to make the play up the ice. Trying to go at least a little tape to tape. Jarrell having to get back. Save made there by Richie. Scrims out to Jarrell. Jake Jarrell's trying to make the play. Trying to move it over to Moss Carney. Turnover, but a shot. Misses the net. Watroba trying to get there as well. Sends a man flying. Bishop Feehan trying to fire in a shot, but that is off the glove of Nick Ritchie. Save made. Cardinals still looking for it. Jarrell trying to use the body. You can hear the glass from up here. Ivy moving it up to CJ Watroba left side. Watroba tried to center it out to Ivy, but eventually he couldn't. Ziggy Buffone will take it into his own end. He'll move it over to Jake Jarrell. So Wade Wegerson gets the goal for Pope. 1-0 the lead for the Cardinals. Trying to add on here is Zach Buffone, the star defenseman for the Cardinals, trying to work it inside. But that one will go off the board, so he'll have to work it back to his fellow defenseman, Jarrell. Jarrell will try to fire on a shot. Eventually, that one carried him to the glass. Cardinals will look for it still. CJ Watroba trying to get there. Jarrell has it instead. Jarrell off the backhand. To Watroba. Shot. Top shelf again. Bada bing, bada boo. 2-0 is the lead for the Pope Francis Cardinals. CJ Watroba has been getting it done all year long, and he does again. 2-0 is the lead for the Cardinals. Wow. What a hot start this is. Bishop Feehan, a disastrous start. Season on the line. Pope Francis coming up huge early on. 2-0. Bishop Feehan taking a hole into potentially their own gravesite. Bolduc over to PD. Here's O'Leary trying to work it inside the Petch. Petch trying to make the play with the body. Looking for it. Petch trying to use the skates. Trying to work it over to PD. But eventually Bishop Feehan will come under it. They've got to restore order somehow, some way. Well, this could be a very long night for them. Petey looking for the puck. Carries over to Petch. Petch will dump inside. Fresh legs come out onto the ice for Pope Francis. Bishop Feehan will take it. Feehan using the boards. Trying to make a play. Looking around as Feehan still just trying to get it out of their own zone. Having a hard time doing that. Foyle will keep it alive, but not for long. I think he was offsides. He was. So the clock will stop with 11:25 to go in the opening period of play. Pope Francis, hot start. Fans are happy. We're happy. Hopefully so are you. Reminder, folks, like this content, subscribe to our channel. We produce unique content every single day of the week here on Pope Prep. Whether it's the winter, fall, or spring sports season, we bring it all to you. Bryce Russ going in out of nowhere. Loses a stick, though. I think he got sent back in time on his own hit. Richie will come out of his net. Look out. Dylan Shea trying to get there. That was almost a disaster for Pope. But eventually Jonah Michael was able to get under it, trying to go tape to tape. Fitzgerald can't corral it. So Feehan will try to use the boards, trying to dump it in some way. But Russ will do the same instead, getting fresh legs onto the ice for Pope. Moss Kearney will be the first one down there looking for the puck. He does, trying to find something. But eventually Bishop Feehan was just too much. They almost put it on their own goal. But eventually the save is made. Awfully close to an own goal. And even more of a disaster for Bishop Feehan, but they eventually cover up and make the save. One-sided first 5 minutes, or first 7 rather, to say the least. Face-off coming in for Josh Ivey, 10:53 to go in the opening period. Here at the Olympia Ice Center, place is hopping tonight. Ivey, draw one cleanly there by Bishop Feehan. Feehan now will try to work it up the board. Ziggy Buffone tried to keep it alive at the boards, at the point rather, but couldn't. He'll just take it into his own zone. Use the boards. Finds Jarrell. Jake Jarrell over to Moss Kearney. Moss working it over to Josh Ivey. With speed. 2-on-1 coming in. Look out. Ivey. Watroba. Glass. Oh, almost a third goal cooking. Would have been a second in the night for CJ Watroba. But eventually CJ Watroba just hit the glass. Again, folks, in case you're just joining us, 2-0 is the Pope Francis lead. They've started out hot here tonight. Wegerson and Watroba, the 2 goals. Cardinals out to a blistering start. Bishop Feehan just trying to get their feet onto the ice, trying to get something going. I mean, 8 shots on goal for Pope, 2 shots on goal for Bishop Feehan. This game has been as one-sided as it comes thus far. Bishop Feehan still has time to get back into it in this first period. Trying to fire on a shot, but that is an easy blocker save made there by Nick Ritchie. Cardinals looking for it. Matt Bolduc will come away with it. Bolduc using the boards, finds Zach Buffone. Ziggy will move it back over to Matt Bolduc. Here's Bolduc, tape to Ivy. Ivy will just leave it off for Moss Kearney. Moss looking around. You got Bishop Feehan bodies coming in on him, but eventually Bolduc will take it. There's Matt Bolduc. Bolduc trying to go taped the tape around the center ice to Petrin, but eventually could not find it. Bishop Feehan, Shamrocks trying to fire in a shot, but Bulldog got down in just enough time to have a little bit of a shot block there. Here's Colin Foyle, the senior. Tape-to-tape pass to Ryan O'Leary. Breakaway coming in. The shot. Oh, he tried to go 5-hole, but eventually Bishop Feehan made the save. Good opportunity for Rhino, but eventually the Rhino was a no-no. Here's Ryan O'Leary trying to go spin a Rambo around the boards. What a shake and bake that was by O'Leary. O'Leary trying to send one out in front to Petch, but eventually Real Estate runs out. Shamrocks now will try to take it the other way. Shamrocks making the play. Trying to go tape to tape. Trying to go stick and ankle breakers there. A little toe drag swag. And eventually they ran out of space. Colin Foyle will look for it. Shamrocks will try to get it back. But before they can do anything else, offsides is called with 8:50 to go in this opening period. Ryan O'Leary came so close to making it 3-0 for Pope Francis. But eventually he couldn't. Face off here for the Cardinals. It'll be Mateo Kakovia taking the draw, and he wins it cleanly back to his teammate Shea. Shea will use the boards back to Russ. Russ will just try to scamper it over to one of the goalmen tonight, Wegerson. Wegerson having a hard time handling things, but he gets the puck back. Here's Big Wegs. Wegerson trying to move it up, and that will be a penalty on Bishop Feehan. That's going to be a trip. Richie will come to the bench. McGrath will just try to hold it. And eventually, before we can do anything else, I believe Bishop Feehan touched it. We're going to have a whistle coming in. It's going to be a Cardinal power play. It'll be a hook for Bishop Feehan. I thought it was a trip, but it was a hook. Cardinals now going to come in. Here we go. Power play unit on the ice. The most dangerous power play unit in Massachusetts at the hockey level. I've said that all year long, and they proved me right. Watroba, Moscarney, Ryan O'Leary, I.B. Jarrell, the 5 on the ice for Pope. With Jarrell back and 4 forwards on the ice. Here we go. Power play coming in. Cardinals trying to make it 3-0 in a 2-0 game with 8:25 to go in the opening period. You can't do that, Chick, coming in from the section. Here's Josh Ivey. Ivey over to Jarrell. Jarrell finds Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary right over the Moscarney trying to send one out in front to Watroba, but eventually the Shamrocks will just dump it inside. Trying to make the play. Here is Richie. Richie will use the boards. Working over to Jarrell. A little bit of a hard time, but he'll eventually corral it in. Go behind this net and try to get the best possible angle to score a goal. He'll instead leave it off for Ivy. Ivy will move it over to CJ Watroba. Shake, then bake. Ankle breaker over to O'Leary it goes. Ryan O'Leary trying to set it around the Watroba. He'll take it around the net. Watroba to the point to Ivy. Back to Jarrell. Jarrell, O'Leary, back to Jarrell. High point. Jarrell trying to find Josh Ivy. Pass blocked there by the Shamrocks, but Ivy will eventually get under it again. Here's Moss Kearney. Moss will look around, find the open look to Ivy. Ivy back to Jarrell. 1 minute to go on the power play. Ivy has it again. Trying to fire it in there to Moss Kearney, but eventually the save is made by the Shamrocks. Shamrocks will confront CJ Watroba in front of their net. Good start for Pope, though. You got to like what you see. 59 seconds to go on the power play. 7:29 to go in the opening period. Face-off coming in for Ryan O'Leary. I think he just got sent off the draw. He did. So CJ Watroba will now take the draw. He wins it cleanly there. Tomas Kearney. Kearney will leave it off for Jake Jarrell, the junior. Jarrell shot! Save made there by Bishop Feehan. Jarrell back in the lineup for Pope Francis tonight. Here's Ivy. Ivy over to O'Leary. Ryan O'Leary has it. Ryan behind the net to Moss Kearney it goes. Moss trying to send it out in front to Watroba. Watroba, O'Leary trying to put it in, but eventually he can't. Here's O'Leary again. 35 seconds in the power play. Moss trying to someone out in front to Watroba. Got blocked. O'Leary trying to get there still. Cardinals getting tired on this power play. Moss will keep it in still, though. Watroba trying to get there. But eventually, Bishop Feehan will clear. Look out. Jarrell's got to get back there. Shamrocks coming in with some speed. But eventually, the body of Jake Jarrell was just too much. Here's O'Leary. Moves it back to Jarrell. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Cardinals have got to work quick. They'll leave it off for Ziggy. One last chance. Here's Zach Buffon. He'll take it himself. Leave it off for Watroba. Watroba over to Ivy, having a hard time handling it in the skates. We're back to 5-on-5. Even strength, and look out. Shamrocks trying to come out of the box and put one on the board, but eventually it's taken in by Ivy. Here comes Josh Ivy with speed. Ivy trying to cut it to the goal. Ivy trying to send one out in front, but eventually the Shamrocks just had too many bodies in front of the net. We remain a 2-0 game. 6:10 to go in the opening period. Watroba will dump it inside. Ivy will come down there with a boatload of speed. Joe DeMichael will try to make the play as well. Big hit coming in from Joe DeMichael. Cardinals will still look for it. Shamrocks will try to make the play as well. PD looking for it. DeMichael trying to get in there. Big hit from DeMichael. Foil. Up to Petch it goes. Here's Nick Petch. Petch trying to find something, but eventually he just found a Shamrock body. Zach Buffon will help him out, though. He'll work it back to Petch. Here's Nick Petch again. Over to PD. PD looking around, trying to find space. Shot! Hits the glass. Good look for PD, but he could not put it on net. Zach Buffon will try to chip it in. Nick Petch looking forward as well. PD trying to make the play. PD looking for it. Shamrocks will try to clear it, but it's tape to Zach Buffon instead. Shots on goal thus far, 13 for Pope, 3 for the visiting Shamrocks. Shamrocks, though, still have time. Down by 2, 5:15 to go in the opening period, so not like the game's over or anything like that, but it's a big hole already they're in on the road, down by 2. Shamrocks will take it. Trying to go tape to tape, they do. Still trying to make a play, but Ivy is just too much. He'll come away with the puck. There's Josh Ivy. Ivy looking around. Ivy goes a long saucer pass to Matt Bolduc. Bolduc will just have to work it inside the Moss Carney. Carney will go take the tape to Ivy, but can't. Ivy can't hold it in. Shamrock pressured this too much. Cardinals able to get it back, though. Here's Moss Carney. Moss trying to look around to the point. To Russ it goes. Here's Russ trying to fire in a shot. Blocked by his own teammate, Watroba. Went off his knee pad, but he gets it back again. Watroba trying to fire a shot. Save made there by Bishop Feehan. Cardinals still trying to make some hay. Here's Moss Carney. Carney over to Ivy. Ivy will leave it off for Moss Carney. Carney looking back to the point to Russ. Russ shot. Save made. Rebound. Feehan will cover with 4:17 to go in this opening period. Face-off coming in. Let's say Okakovia will take the draw. But it's won cleanly by the Shamrocks. Again, if you notice the name A.J. Ketta, he is now a coach of the Shamrocks, assistant coach that is, so good for him. Glad to see that he's back in hockey doing something positive. Good for that young man. Glad to see him back. Ziggy Buffon sends a man into outer space there. Wegerson will look for it. Can't find it, though. One-timer. Shamrocks had a man wide open in the high slot area, but eventually they could not stub it home. Mateo Kakovia with numbers up the ice. Will try to dump it inside. Cardinals will look for it. Jarrell over to Zach Buffon it goes. He'll take it with 3:35 to go in the opening period. He'll leave it off for Jarrell. Jarrell will have to find an outlet here under duress, but he just finds Zach Buffon on the boards. Ziggy going opposite side, trying to find McGrath. Goes right through his skates. Cardinals still trying to make a play here. O'Leary gets spun into a different time zone there, but the save is made by Richie. He'll choose to play it out to Jarrell. Jarrell looking around on the boards. He finds Zach Buffon. Here's Ziggy, tape to PD. PD going tape to tape again. Ryan O'Leary. There's Ryan O'Leary on the right side trying to make a play. I'll leave it off for PD. PD over to Petch. Petch inside trying to find Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary cannot stub it home. Here's Petch again. Petch inside. Petch trying to make the play. He got a little dose of a body there. Cardinals still trying to look for some help. That'll be Matt Bolduc on the back ends. Bolduc looking around, finds a tape to tape Petch. There's Petch trying to look for Ryan O'Leary. Passes a little off, so Shamrocks will take it in. Deflects off the glove of Foil, and eventually Bolduc will get back there. Coming up at the end of this first period, we have the first intermission report. We'll bring it to you live high in the sky at the Olympia Ice Center. We'll break down what we saw in this opening period, preview, and look forward to the second period. That's all coming up at intermission. The first intermission report. Save here will be made by Bishop Feehan, but not for long. Shamrocks will try to move it inside, but that will be a donation of sorts. Icing called. 2:12 to go in the opening period. Face-off coming back into the Shamrock zone. IB line gets called off the ice, so here we go. Mix up the lines, to say the least. Fitzgerald, Wyatt Kenyon, and Joe DeMichael. I believe this is Wyatt's first shift on the ice tonight. So first looks at Mr. Wyatt Kenyon as Zach Buffon will have to get back there, and that will be an icing. So that'll be repeated motion. We'll have a face-off back on the right top. Pope Francis, things are getting exciting, folks. Friday night, we have basketball. Basketball will be live inside the gym We can't wait for it. Friday Night Hoops, first round of the state tournament for them as well. We can't wait for it. It'll be a lot of fun on Friday night. This will just be a quick cover-up by the Shamrocks. They'll take the face-off again. I don't know why the Shamrocks would want to do that, giving the Cardinal offense another opportunity to strike, but they do instead. Here's Jarrell. Jarrell, put it over to Moss. Carney, shot, save, rebound. Ivy trying to stuff it home, but eventually he couldn't. Another good look for Pope. It's been a first period of good looks, to say the least, for the Cardinals. 1:49 to go in the opening period, trying to get one more before the end of this first period. Face-off here tied up. Bishop Feehan will come away with it, but not for long. As Zach Buffone will try to make the play over to Watroba. He does. Watroba will try to wrap it around the boards to Moss Carney. Carney trying to get there. Jarrell will try to just leave it inside. Josh Ivy will try to get down there. Ivy looking for it. Wraps around the Moss Carney shot. Hits the side of the net. Works back to the point now to Jarrell. Here's Jake Jarrell trying to fire at a shot. That one goes to the left of the goal. Zach Buffone looking for it. Ziggy trying to work it out to CJ Watroba. Here's Watroba. Watroba trying to fire a shot. Save made by the Shamrocks. Works to the point. Jarrell over to Ivy it goes. Josh Ivy will leave it off for Zach Buffone. Here's Ziggy. Over to Moss County. Moss. Jarrell. Jarrell back to Moss. Moss trying to stuff one in there. Couldn't. Ziggy Buffone. Crossbar. Crossbar for Ziggy Buffone. Here's Jarrell. Jake Jarrell trying to someone out in front. Save made there by Bishop Feehan. Here's Moss Carney again. Carney gets sent into a different time zone. Watroba on the boards. 45 seconds to go. Moss Carney has it. Carney will work it back to the point to Ziggy Buffone. Over to Jarrell it goes. Jake Jarrell. Little shake and bake. Trying to center one out in front. Watroba. Ivy also trying to get in there. Eventually, Jarrell will have to come out with a backhand and move it over to Moss Carney. Here's Moss. Looking inside. CJ Watroba trying to get there as well. First period coming to a close fast. 20 seconds to go now in the opening period. Jarrell will take it in for Pope. It's worked over to Ziggy Buffone. One last rush before the end of this first period. Joe DeMichael has it for Pope, the senior. Joe DeMichael. DeMichael trying to center one out in front, and eventually the Shamrocks make the save. 4.9 to go in this opening period of play. Face-off coming in. Cardinals trying to make the play. But that will give us a bookmark to close out period one and put a tab into this game. Coming up, folks, we have the first intermission report. Pope Francis up by 2, thanks to 2 goals by 2 different players. One by Wade Wegerson and one by Mr. CJ Watroba. Coming up, we've got the first intermission report live for you from the Olympia Ice Center. That was an eventful first period, to say the least. I'll catch my breath, get a little tea in, and look forward to the second period coming up next. But before that, we'll have the first intermission report. Stay tuned. Help Prep champions play here. Playoff hockey resumes after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pope Prep Hockey back on the air. Cardinals up by a score of 2-0, 15 minutes on the clock. I thought it was 17. Just so excited about playoff hockey, you wouldn't believe it. Pope Francis commanding first period. Going to try to keep the hot momentum going into the second period. Going to be a lot of fun. We'll see if they can do just that. Reminder, folks, like this content, subscribe to our channel. We produce unique content and new content every single day of the week as the Shamrocks will now work from left to right and Pope will work from right to left. Getting set to go in this second period. Gotta like what you've seen from the Pope Francis Cardinals thus far. It's been a good effort from them. Meanwhile, on the other side, Shamrocks must have had to have gone to the locker room and rethought things because shots on goal, everything has been drastically in favor of Pope Francis. Only 2-0 though to the 22-4 shots on goal ratio. Still time for the Shamrocks to get back in this one. Cardinals up by 2. Here we go. Second period from the Olympia underway. The game rolls on. Jarrell will try to start it out on the right side. The Moss Kearney. Kearney will work it inside. CJ Watroba coming in out of nowhere. All hustle play there by CJ. We'll work it over to Moss Kearney. Kearney trying to set it up to Ivy. Ivy. I thought he got touched up near the head, but he didn't. Somehow, some way. Ivy will now take it before we do anything else. Net, I think, is dislodged. It is. So we'll stop the clock with 14:31 to go in this second period. Face-off coming in for Pope Francis. One cleanly by the Shamrocks. Shamrocks trying to make the play, trying to move it out of their own zone. They do with speed. Here come the Shamrocks trying to work it inside. Shamrocks are going to go on a power play either way. Save made there by Ritchie. Petch will touch it. Penalty coming in. That'll be a hook on Pope Francis. Jarrell's going to head to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Power play coming in for the Shamrocks. Opportunity for them to jump back into this game. Big moment in this one. Next goal could decide if this game is going to stay close or what's the result of this game is going to be. Russ, O'Leary, Foyle, Ivy on the ice of the Cardinals. Face off one cleanly by the Shamrocks. Can't hold it in for long, though. Foyle coming in with the pressure. Cardinals still looking for it. Shamrocks trying to make the play, trying to get on the board. Down by 2. Power play for them. 1:45 to go. And this power play for them. They have it at the point, trying to make the play on the Shamrocks, but eventually Ryan O'Leary will come away with it. Here's Ryan O'Leary will try to yank it up high. Ivy has an opportunity here. Look out. Mr. Feehan's got to be careful. Ivy is going to take it in and score. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Josh Ivy, heads up hockey indeed. Goes coast to coast. Mr. Feehan, the ultimate mess-up. Josh Ivy puts it in out of nowhere. Josh Ivy gets it, a third goal for Pope Francis, short-handed. Are you kidding? Error by the Shamrocks. Oh, look out. They're all falling over the ice. I can't even believe it. Unbelievable. Josh Ivy, heads up hockey sense, comes in out of nowhere, does the 360 around the goal, takes the puck in. Wow. That is a turning point, to say the least, in this one. Again, huge error by the Shamrocks, and it could cost them in this playoff game. And essentially a do-or-die for the season. Shamrocks with the biggest blunder of the season. Josh Ivy, the heads-up hockey, made the Shamrocks make the play, and look out here. It could be more trouble. Here's Petch, 2-on-1 coming in. Petch looking in, trying to fire it over to Petey on a 2-on-1. But eventually, the Shamrocks got back in just the nick of time. Here's Petey. Over to Zach Mafona goes. Ziggy over to Petey, trying to put it in. That, ladies and gentlemen, may be the biggest blunder we have seen this year in any of our games. Oh, boy. Shamrocks are going to pay for that one for a long, long time. Bolduc will get back there for Pope. Bolduc will try to work it into O'Leary. O'Leary's the only man down there. Goalie's going to stay in his net this time. O'Leary will smartly just play it out. Look for a man. He'll find Josh Ivey. Ivey trying to go coast-to-coast toe drag swag, but eventually couldn't. Real Estate ran out. Ziggy now in the defensive ends. Will try to make the play. Shamrocks have it. Trying to get going on the power play. 3 seconds to go on the power play, though. Cardinal man will come out of the box. Darrell is freed. Here's Ivey. Josh Ivey will try to make the play. We're back to 5-on-5. Even strength in this one. Cardinals going to look for it still. Bulldog getting back there. Laying the body. Sent the man flying. He went back for 5 seconds. It was like a WWE wrestler trying to sell a punch. And oh my gracious, he went back 5 seconds in time. Didn't know where he was. Wow. Ivey having a hard time handling the puck. Moss Kearney doing the same. Moss Kearney looking for it, staying on sides. Latrobo trying to fire a shot. It's blocked. Moss Kearney and a Shamrock player were going at it over near the blue line. And now eventually the Cardinals will look for it. Moss Kearney will make the play over to Latrobo. Latrobo will move it over to Moss Kearney again. Here's Foyle. Foyle back to Moss. Moss Kearney looking around now, using the boards, finding Josh Ivey. There's Ivey. Back to the point to Bryce Russ. Russ shot! That one, I think, yanked off the glass. Wow. Good opportunity for Russ. Couldn't stop it home, though. Foyle. Back to Russ again. Russ trying to send one out in front to Latrobo. Too many Shamrocks in the way. Latrobo will take it again. Behind the net pass to Moss Kearney. Kearney works it to the point to Foyle. Foyle, blister save. Rebound. Kearney trying to stub it home. Ivey trying to stub it home. Chaos in the crease. But eventually, the save is made by the Shamrocks. We're a little extracurricular here. Look out. Yep, player's going to get thrown out. Yep, he's heading to the box. I think the Cardinals are heading back on the power play. If I guessed right here, let's see. Yep. Another blunder by the Shamrocks here. Trying to protect their net. But the officials caught the retaliation. They are sending 2 players to the box. Wow. This is going to be a 5-on-3? I think it is. Officials are trying to sort it out now. Absolutely disastrous for the Shamrocks. We're trying to get word. I mean, ever since that goal by Ivey, this place has completely turned again. You thought the Shamrocks were in it, but eventually things have gotten tougher for them. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Try to sort this one out again. Try to make sure we get it right on the ice. Officials still trying to talk it out. Okay, it's going to be one of the penalties will be a 5-minute penalty. The other will be a 2-minute penalty. This could be the nail in the coffin for the Shamrocks. Unbelievable. 2 horrendous blunders. Again, players trying to protect their net. Well, both of the refs caught the retaliation, so this is going to be a long one to sort out here. We're going to have to send it to the PA table soon enough. Cardinal power play will come out. It's essentially going to be a combined 7 minutes of power play time. Are you kidding? Cardinals, a huge opportunity to make this game out of reach for the Shamrocks early on. So 2 power plays, 1 still. It's going to be a 5-on-3. So 5-on-3 for Pope. Cardinals can start digging the coffin for these Shamrocks. If they're 2022-23 winter sports season. Petch to Moss Kearney. Kearney will move it back to Ziggy. Ziggy over to Jake Jarrell it goes. Jarrell over to Ziggy. Ziggy, Moss Kearney. Kearney looking around. One-timer! Did the Cardinals put it in? Did they put it in? No. What a save made there by Bishop Feehan. They cover up with 10:34 to go in the second. 4:32 to go on the major penalty and 1:32 to go on the minor penalty. I think they called a slap there. Oh, my gracious. Wow. This isn't the UFC. I guess the Shamrocks have learned that the hard way. Face-off coming in. Moss Kearney will try to make something happen. But I think player is going to get thrown out of the draw. So it's PD, Petch, Moss Kearney, Jarrell, and Ziggy Buffon on the ice for Pope. Petey will take the draw. One back cleanly to Bishop Feehan. Cardinals now will have to go chasing on their own end. Here's Zach Buffon. Taking it out of his own end. The junior with speed. Charging up the ice. He'll leave it off for Jake Jarrell. Jarrell over to Petey. Petey inside. Trying to make the play. Petch trying to get down there as well. Moss Carney will hold it in with a left knee. Carney will work it up to the point to Zach Buffon. Ziggy over to Jarrell it goes. Jarrell over to Moss Carney. Moss setting up. Stop! Save made by Bishop Feehan. Good opportunity for Jake Petchford, but he could not stop it home for Pope. Cardinals still a 3-0 lead. 56 seconds to go on the minor penalty. 3:56 to go on the major penalty. Still time for the Cardinals to get on the board. Ivy over to Ziggy Buffon. Ziggy will work it over. Jarrell. Jarrell shot! Hits the board. Good opportunity there for Jake Jarrell, but could not hit the net. Came awfully close, but we'll have to start over. Here's Jake Jarrell with speed. He'll take it inside. He'll look for an outlet. Jarrell is offsides. Before he can do anything else, clock will stop with 9:37 to go in the second period. Finally, we get a whistle. 26-5, shots on goal. I mean, Nick Ritchie's looked good in that when we've seen him. For about the whole 2 minutes that we've seen him in this game. It's been all Cardinals in the Shamrocks end. Firing shots, trying to put in some pucks, trying to put in some more, up by 3. Here's Moss Carney. Moss, over to Zach Buffon it goes. Ziggy on over to Callan Foyle. Foyle, back to Ziggy. Ziggy, Foyle. Foyle shot. Just misses the net, goes just to the left of the goal. And now Zach Buffon will have to take it. 10 seconds to go on the minor penalty for the Shamrocks. Ziggy trying to work it inside. Here's Zach Buffon, still trying to work. Ziggy looking for space. Comes up on the ground to him. Moss Carney will take it. Here's Moss. Moss Carney back to the point to Callan Foyle. There's Foyle. Foyle over to Josh Ivy. Josh over to Ryan O'Leary it goes. 2:47 to go on the major penalty. Moss Carney looking for Moss. Trying to make the play. Petch trying to get in there. Goes back to the point. Ivy looking for it. There's Ivy over to Petch. Petch looking around. Trying to create space. Just trying to fire it himself. But the save is made by the Shamrocks. Cardinals still have it. Here's Moss Carney. Carney over to Jake Jarrell. 2:25 to go in the major penalty. Jarrell. Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary leaves it off for Jarrell. Jarrell tried to find Watroba. Goes just past him. Moss Carney will take it instead. Moss trying to work it to the goal, but eventually could not put it on net. If he put it on net, it would have been close to a goal. Before we do anything else, we have a whistle. I think the net's been dislodged again. You're the Cardinals, you got to start getting frustrated that this net keeps getting dislodged. I believe that is the 4th time the net has become dislodged. With the visitors doing the dislodging. Face off. One back to the point to Jarrell. Jake Jarrell, the junior. Leaving it off to Ivy. Ivy back over to Jarrell. Jarrell, Ivy. Ivy shot. Pick your poison. Pick your corner. Josh Ivy with the goal. It is 4-0. Uno dos for Josh Ivy. This game is getting out of control. Josh Ivy puts it in. 1-2 for Ivy. 1 for Wegerson. 1 for Watroba. 4-0. The lead for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are still on a power play. Another goal for Pope. Domination tonight. 4-0 the lead. It's been all Pope Francis. They've held possession for about 92% of this game. They've been firing shots on goal. And it is 4-0 Pope Francis. This game is out of control. Here's CJ Watroba. Watroba, toe, drag, swag, shot. Save made there by the Shamrocks. Coming up with 7:29 to go in the second period. I think one more goal tonight would officially be the dagger. Cardinals could really put the dagger now into the Shamrocks. Here's Matt Bolduc. Bolduc over to Ziggy the phone. Ivy trying to set out Petey in front. But eventually Ivy will take it again. Ivy over to the phone. Back to Bolduc. Matt Bolduc. Shot! Save made there by the Shamrocks. Zach Pavone has it. Here's Ziggy. Moving it over to Petey. Petey back to Petch. Petch usually around the boards to Petey. Here's Petey over to Josh Ivy. Ivy trying to make the play. Ivy over to Ziggy. Ziggy over to Bolduc. Bolduc to Petch. Here's Nick Petch, the sophomore. Petch will just leave it off around the boards. Let Jake Petey go to his office down there behind the net. Petey again has it. Looking over, finds Josh Ivy. 38 seconds to go on this major power play. Here's Bolduc. Bolduc over to Petch. Petch to Ivy. Back it goes to the phone again. It's been self-inflicted wounds that have really just put huge hammer shots into the Shamrock season thus far. Just not smart, trying to defend your goalie. Not being smart with playing the puck out, and they played it perfectly to Ivy here. Ivy just trying to make a play. Can't. 10 seconds to go on power play time for Pope. Still effective knowing they got that big fourth goal. Here's Zach Pavone. Ziggy. The space. Trying to creep it out the right side. Ziggy will have to do something here. Moving it over to Moss Carney. Here's Moss. Moss going around the net. Trying to make a play. Moss gets sent down on the ice. Bolduc will try to come back and make the play. He does. Here's Matt Bolduc. Bolduc going tape to tape to Zach Pavone. He fans on it. Look out there. Ziggy's got to be careful there. Ziggy trying to wrap it around the boards. Shamrocks will come away with it. Shamrocks looking around. Trying to create space. Bolduc also there trying to help out as well. Shamrocks have it. Trying to work it inside. Zach Pavone will take it. Ziggy trying to catch Moss Carney on a breakaway. And eventually Shamrocks got back there in just a nick of time. 5:15 to go in the second period. Zach Pavone going around the boards to Moss Carney. Carney looking in the inside. Mateo Kukovia trying to get down there. Cardinals looking for it. And eventually Shamrocks will try to come away with it again. Wegerson will try to work it inside too. Wegs has it. Here's Wade Wegerson. Wegerson looking for his second. He'll leave it off for McGrath. Mike McGrath looking around. Trying to create space for him. McGrath works back. Mateo Kukovia with a shot. Ripper just misses the net. Cardinals will have to go looking and chasing again. That's Colin Foyle. Foyle trying to move it up to Wegerson. That pass got blocked. Jarrell will try to do the same. Trying to play some defense. Mateo Kukovia will try to work it in over to Wegs. Here's Wade Wegerson looking around. Just trying to play a little knee hockey. But eventually knee hockey was no hockey for Wade. Wade now will just have to chip it in and get fresh legs out on the ice. Cardinals still looking for it. Here's Joe DeMichael. DeMichael trying to get back. Foyle trying to get there as well. Body used perfectly by Colin Foyle. Joe DeMichael trying to get there. Trying to move it up the ice. Wyatt Kenyon having a hard time handling things. That one will get shot right off the pads of Jake Jarrell. Jarrell moving it up. So Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon inside. He has it. Here's Wyatt. Wyatt Kenyon looking around, trying to make a play. Fitzgerald trying to get back there in the nick of time. Foyle will help him out. Here's Foyle using the boards, trying to find DeMichael again. 3:35 to go in this second period. Cardinals up 4-0. Trying to move on into the second round, which if they win today, will be here 12 o'clock on Saturday at the Olympia. We'll have that game for you live on Poe Prep. But again, they do have to survive and win this game here this evening. Cardinals still looking for it. Here's Petey. Petey over to Petch. Nick Petch looking for it. Still trying to make a play. Colin Foyle. Foyle has it. Over to O'Leary. O'Leary back to Colin Foyle. Foyle trying to work it around. Foyle trying to go coast to coast. Foyle trying to stuff it in. Shot. Cardinals trying to yank it home. But eventually, whistle will blow with 2:55 to go in the second. Good opportunity for Captain Colin. But eventually, he could not stuff it home. Clock stops with 2:55 to go in the second. Face-off coming in for Josh Ivy. IB trying to push it into the goal, but eventually he can't. The Cardinals will still try to help out. Russ trying to move it back now. Russ trying to get there, trying to make the play. Russ still looking for it. Ivy. Josh Ivy. Puck battle. Like Scotty Bowman says, hockey games are won with possession. Cardinals have dominated possession. I mean, we've been keeping track up here. I think it's 95-5 in terms of possession. It's been a slow night thus far for the Shamrocks. Watroba trying to help out. Cardinals now trying to get back. They're still in Shea. Shea trying to make the play. Ivy looking for it too. Ivy has it. Here's Josh Ivy. Ivy looking around. Going tape to CJ Watroba. Watroba is tripped, sent down to the ice, and that will be a Shamrock penalty. Cardinals are going to hop on the power play with exactly 2 minutes to go in the second. So for the rest of the second period, the Cardinals will be on the power play. Face-off coming in for the Cardinals. Petey will take the draw. Petey trying to make the play, having a hard time doing that. Works back to the point to Zach Buffone. Ziggy on over to Jake Jarrell. Jarrell back to Ziggy. Ziggy can't hold it in at the blue line. Cardinals now will try to make the play still. Jarrell. Jarrell over to Ziggy it goes. Back to Jarrell. Here's Jake Jarrell. 1:40 to go in this second period. Here's O'Leary. O'Leary looking back to the point to Ziggy. Here's Ziggy over to Jake Jarrell. Jarrell over to Petch. Petch trying to set up Petey in front, but eventually shot was blocked by the Shamrocks. Here's Ziggy. Ziggy shot blocked again by the Shamrocks. So Shamrocks having some big blocks here as power play coming to a close just as the period is. 1:09 to go on the power play, 1:09 to go in the game. Petey trying to center it out to Petch. Save made by the Shamrocks. O'Leary big hit. Petch trying to look inside to Petey. Petey trying to center it out in front to O'Leary. Save made. Net dislodged. I thought the net was dislodged. Let's see. Cardinal bench is going to give him a complaint. So it'll be to no avail, though. 53.9 seconds to go in this second period. Face-off, Cardinals will try to make the play. Here's Josh Ivy. Ivy working it back to the point. Jarrell trying to keep it inside. Ivy will try to get back there as well. Ivy will help out. Here's Josh Ivy. Ivy looking for it. Cardinals have to get back. 2-on-1 coming in for the Shamrocks. Shot. That one heads all the way back to Bishop Feehan. Goes over the glass, goes over the netting. That one's heading out to the Bishop Feehan team bus out in the parking lot. Whistle will blow with 31.9 to go in the second. O'Leary trying to help out. Cardinals trying to get back. Here's Jarrell. Jake Jarrell has it. Jarrell over to Josh Ivy. Jake Jarrell. Ivy, nice little touch pass. One last chance before the second period comes to a close. CJ Watroba. Watroba runs out of space. And eventually Ivy will just try to come in and play it. 5 seconds to go. Power play will be to no avail unless Ryan O'Leary can somehow fire it in. Jarrell slap shot. That one heads into the netting, and that, fittingly, is how we end the second. Shots on goal. 34-6 in favor of Pope Francis. 4-0, the lead for the Pope Francis Cardinals. 2 goals for Josh Ivy. 1 goal for Watroba. 1 goal for Wegerson. 30 down, 15 to go from the Olympia Ice Center. Andrew Sarazina, take it away, my friend.
Thank you very much, AJ, just for your Division I MIA State Tournament Boys Hockey update. Archbishop Williams upsets Lincoln Sudbury 5-0 at a 4 o'clock game today. BC High is taking on Arlington Catholic. That started at 6 p.m. Braintree taking on Weymouth, also at 6 p.m. St. John's Prep taking on Lexington at 6:40. Pope Francis taking on Bishop Feehan at 6:50. Catholic Memorial taking on Milton at 7. Xavier taking on Shrewsbury at 7 o'clock as well. Marshfield taking on Needham at 7:10. And the big game for us Pope Francis fans is Wellesley versus Malden Catholic at 7:30. If we win today, we'll be playing the winner of that game on Saturday here at the Olympia at noon. We will get you scores on those games as we hear them. Back to you, AJ.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Teams head to the dressing rooms. Pope Francis up by a score of 4-0. 15 minutes to go, third period. Coming up, we have the second intermission report. We'll break down what we saw in those first two periods. Pope Francis, it's going to be a nice night for them. They can just hang on in this third period. Coming up, we have the second intermission report. Stay tuned. Pope Rep, champions, play here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pope Prep Hockey back on the air. AJ Gonzalez, voice of the Cardinals, bringing you this live and exclusive action right here on Pope Prep. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are Pope Prep, the best in the biz, where the champions play. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 4-0, the Pope Francis lead. 2-0 was the lead at the start of the second. But as we saw in that second period, it was self-inflicted wounds that really cost the visitors anything they had and everything they had. I mean, the first self-inflicted wound, you saw it. Goalie could not play it out correctly, and Josh Ivey made him pay, took it around the net. That was goal number 3. Goal number 4, major penalty for the visiting Shamrocks, just not being too smart in front of the net, trying to protect their goalie. Referees caught him on the retaliation. That was it. They went to the box. So, that makes it 4-0. Coming up, we've got the third period. Stay tuned. Champions play here. Third period, where wins become losses and losses become wins, is coming up next. All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Third period about to get started. 15 minutes on the clock. 4-0 is the Pope Francis lead. Again, folks, AJ Kidda, assistant coach now for these Shamrocks. Happy to see him. Remember the last time we saw him, an unfortunate accident happened there, but with the help of the community, he's back, and we're glad he is. Pope will work from left to right in this period. Shamrocks from right to left. Cardinals can smell blood. Up by 4. Trying to add more. Third period, Cardinals, Shamrocks. Continues now. Cardinal Nation once again. It is time to fly. Shamrocks will try to work it inside. Trying to make a play somehow, some way. Zach Buffon will take it instead. He'll leave it off for Jake Terrell. Terrell up to Moss Carney. Shot here coming in by the Shamrocks. It's blocked and sent down to the ice to Watroba. There's Watroba trying to fight through. Watroba trying to make a play. Moss Carney trying to get in there as well. But eventually, the Shamrocks will take it. Shamrocks trying to work it inside, just trying to get it out of their own zone. Here come the Shamrocks trying to make a play. Trying to get something on the board here. That shot's heading in the glass. Fans down there will duck for dear life, even though they got some glass protecting them. Cardinals looking for D, trying to work it up the ice. Here's Josh Ivey. Ivey's got an opportunity. Look out. This could be worse. Watroba shot. It's the glass. Good opportunity, but C.J. Watroba cannot slam it home. There's Bolduc. Bolduc over to C.J. Watroba. Watroba trying to fire on a shot. Goes to the left of the goal. Moscarney out to Cowanfoyle. Shot. Goes to the right of the goal. Cardinals will still try to make a play. But the Shamrocks will eventually get under it, but not for long, as Nick Betch is back there on the back check. He loses the puck, but somehow Bolduc able to corral it in. They'll stop on a dime. There's Matt Bolduc going tape to Foyle. Foyle setting it up to Petey. Petey to O'Leary. Look out. This could be trouble. O'Leary. Shot. Hits the glass again. Good opportunity for both. But once again, it's glass. 34-6 as the shot's on goal. And look out. Error by Bolduc. Shot. Save made there by Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie, Mr. 5 feet of fury, making the save there for Pope Francis in net. Cardinals shot. Take it the other way with O'Leary. But a save is made by the Shamrocks. There's Petey. Petey looking around, finding Ryan O'Leary. Deep on those boards. Trying to work it back to the point to Russ. He does. Russ shot. Walked out. And the Shamrocks now will have an opportunity to work it out. But eventually goes to Foyle. Foyle will jam it back in. Fresh legs coming on the ice for both teams as the Shamrocks will try to work it up, trying to make a play. But Dylan Shea is right there for the Cardinals. Dylan Shea, the sophomore, making it in. Looking for Wegerson. Wegerson, one of the goal scorers in this one. One of the three as Mike McGrath will go chasing. He loses the stick. Catches it midair. Mateo Kakovia will dump it inside. Cardinals will still look for it. Trying to make the play there is Wegerson. Wegs trying to get there, but eventually Shamrocks will come under it. Not for long. Mateo Kakovia has it. There's Mateo. Still trying to make the play. Mike McGrath's stick goes into outer space. And eventually Shamrocks will try to work it up the ice. Here come the Shamrocks. Trying to make the play. Trying to go all the way to the goal. But Nick Ritchie comes out of his net. Not for long. Save. Rebound. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Shamrocks score. They are not done yet. Shamrocks put it in. It is 4-1 at the 12:07 mark. Shamrocks able to muster a goal. That one looks to frustrate these Cardinal players. 4-1. The lead now for Pope. So no shutout tonight, no clean sheet. Shamrocks get a goal. Season on the line. They know it now. Third period now down by 3. As Zach Buffon will take it. Jarrell trying to work it over to Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon loses a stick too. Cardinals still trying to get there. Fitzgerald loses a stick as well. All these players starting to lose sticks, and I think that's going to be a penalty. Or will it? Let's see. Yep, it will be. Penalty coming in. Shamrocks will head to the box. Power play for Pope. So opportunity for these Cardinals to get back from that goal that the Shamrocks just put in. Cardinals trying to make it a 5-1 game. O'Leary takes the draw. Cardinals on the power play. Big moment in this game. Could really put the dagger into these Shamrocks. Ivey. Jarrell. Back to Josh Ivey again, the captain. Ivey shot looking for the hat trick. Won't get it. O'Leary. O'Leary will try to help him out. Moscarney over to Josh Ivey. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell over to Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary looking for it. Jarrell's trying to get there. There's Jarrell. Dylan Shea trying to make the play, and eventually Shamrocks will clear. Nick Ritchie will have to be careful here. He'll come out of his net. He'll use the backhand. Smart play there by Ritchie just to get it up the ice. Watroba can't find that puck. Moscarney will try to help him out. There's Moscarney. Josh Ivey has it with speed. Josh Ivey looking around. His speed was too good for himself. Fell down through his skates. Jarrell will have to get back there for Pope. With speed, Jarrell, look out here. Shamrocks coming in with speed, but eventually at the last moment, there was a little poke check by Jarrell that made it work for Pope. Here's Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary looking around, trying to create space. O'Leary will send it back into his own zone to Jake Jarrell. Here's Jarrell. He got tripped. No call. I thought that was a trip for sure, but he'll have to get up and make the play now. Here's Watroba. Slap shot coming in from the Shamrocks. That one hits the boards. 30 seconds to go on the Cardinal power play. As Zach Buffon now will have to work quickly. Here's Ziggy the Junior with speed. There comes Zach. Zach will just move it back to Ivy. Ivy will work it over to CJ Watroba around center ice. Watroba quickly working it into the Shamrock zone. Here's CJ with hustle, moving over to Moscone, a.k.a. M&M. Ivy over to Ziggy. Ziggy back to Colin Foyle. Foyle over to Ziggy. Power play time running down. Ziggy shot. Misses the net. Shamrocks will clear off the Pope power play. Ziggy will get back there for Pope. This game's starting to get a little scary for the Cardinals. Shamrocks somehow, some way, still in it. Here's Mateo Kakovia. Up to Ziggy Buffon. Ziggy will lay it back. Here's Mateo. Mateo shot blocked. Wade looking for it. Wegerson could not stuff it home now. There's just too many bodies for the visitors. As that will be sent down to the ice. Icing called. Will the face-off back in the Shamrock zone. But 9:30 to go. Again, when this game's final, you're going to look at the box score and you're going to say, how did Pope not put in any more? 4-1 is the score now. 9:30 to go in this game. 36-10. Shots on goal. Here's Bulldog. Bulldog working inside. Find Mateo Kakova. Mateo Kakovia over to Wegerson. Wegs will work it back to Bryce Russ. Russ over to Wade. Wade Wegs will try to make the play. And eventually the Shamrocks will try to work it up the ice, but not for more. They're met by the big body of Bryce Russ. Bulldog will try to work it in over to Wegerson. Wegerson trying to make the play, but he eventually runs out of real estate. Shamrocks trying to work it up the ice. Here's Bulldog. Matt Bulldog going tape to tape. Some way to Wegerson, but eventually Wegerson can't hold on to it for long. Shamrocks will just send that one, well, can of corn into Nick Ritchie. And eventually Bulldog will try to work it up the other way. Cardinals now trying to get back. Shamrocks trying to fire in a shot. That one yanks off the glass. Shamrocks still trying to fire in a deflection goal, but eventually they can't. Here's Wegs. Wegs going long saucer pass to McGrath. Mike McGrath trying to get down there, but before he can, icing is called on McGrath with 8:33 to go in the third. $8:33 to go in this game. Heading into crunch time. We are. Shot here. And the Shamrocks run out of real estate. If Petey will try to work it in over to Petch. Here's Nick Petch trying to work it up the boards to Ryan O'Leary. Petch will try to take it instead. That will be a whistle. Maybe the worst sounding whistle I have ever heard. Offside's called with 8:21 to go in the third period. 4-1 the score in case you're just joining us. Third period. Shamrock season on the line. Cardinals trying to stay alive and have a home game here on Saturday at 12 o'clock. Here's Jarrell. Shot. Save made there by the Shamrocks. Cardinals trying to get there. O'Leary looking for it. Here's Petch. Nick Petch over to O'Leary. Ryan O'Leary back to the point to Ziggy. Ziggy working it on over to Jake Jarrell. Junior to junior it goes. And now a sophomore will try to get it there. Petch works back to Jarrell. Here's Jarrell on that far right point. Jarrell looking around, trying to fire in a shot. But that one caroms just to the left of the goal. Ziggy able to keep it alive at the point. Petey trying to get in there, trying to make the play. Petch trying to get there as well. That will be an icing. That one will get sent all the way down the ice. Clock will stop with 7:40 to go in the third. So icing means that this face-off is going to come all the way down the ice. Face-off coming in. Cardinals trying to make the play. Looking for it is Pope. We'll have to keep searching for it, though. Shamrocks have it, but not for long as Foyle will take it. Foyle will just work it inside. Fitzgerald trying to get down there as well. Shamrocks trying to work it off the boards. Kenyon over to Russ. Bryce Russ will just try to fire it in the zone. Cardinals trying to stuff it home. Michael, no. He missed a wide open net. Kenyon will try to do the same. No, he can't hit the net. Joe to Michael. Has it for Pope. To Michael. Looking around. Trying to make the play. Moves it back to Foyle. Foyle in on to Michael. Joe to Michael. Trying to make the play. Joe to Michael. Around the boards. Trying to find some space. Fitzgerald. Just too many green jerseys in the way. Colin Foyle will take it. 6:50 to go in the third period. Foyle. Around the boards. Colin Foyle. trying to work it inside, but eventually it is C.J. Watroba who will take it. Here's Trobes going shake the bait, crisscross applesauce, but eventually he gets a crisscross right into the ice. Little popsicle for him. Moss Kearney trying to get in there, trying to get there as well, and that will be another penalty for the visitors. Shamrocks will head to the box. Let's see the call. It'll be a trip on the Shamrocks. Shamrocks head to the box. Power play coming in for Pope. This, I think, will officially be the dagger tonight. Like the Cardinals are able to snub it home now. Cardinals looking for it. Trying to make the play as Ivy. Watroba has it. Watroba trying to work it inside the Ivy. Moss Kearney trying to get down there as well. Watroba looking for it. Here's CJ. CJ Watroba. Watroba will just try to leave it off for Josh Ivy. Ivy looking around. Finds Moss Kearney. Moss Kearney looking for space. Finding Ryan O'Leary. O'Leary over to Jarrell. Jarrell back to Josh Ivy. Ivy, Moss Kearney. Moss Kearney trying to set out Ryan O'Leary in front. But eventually he could not stop it home. Here's Jarrell. Jake Jarrell. Over to Ivy. Josh Ivy trying to fire a shot. Save. Rebound. What's Homo looking for? Ivy still trying to fire it home. But eventually the save is made by the Shamrocks with 5:49 to go in the third. 1:18 to go on the power play. Ryan O'Leary will take the draw for Pope. Tie up for it. Cardinals looking for it. So the Shamrocks. The Shamrocks will eventually clear it. Jarrell will get back there. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell trying to make the play. He gets sent down on the ice, but eventually he gets quickly right back up. Like a springboard there is Jake Jarrell. Jarrell has it still. Jarrell tape to tape to Moss Kearney. Kearney having a hard time handling that one, though. Moss will try to stop on a dime. Send it over to Ryan O'Leary. Shamrocks finishing hits tonight. That's been the key to this game. That's why they still have a mathematical chance at coming back and finishing hits on these forwards, getting them tired. I think that's why this game has just been 4-1 and not even worse. Here's Jarrell. Shake Jarrell. Jarrell trying to make the play down the ice. Cardinals going to look for it. Shake Jarrell has it. Jarrell inside. Looking for the puck is Watroba. CJ Watroba trying to get there around the boards. He has it in his feet. Watroba to Moss Kearney. Wrap around. Moss Kearney. He scores. Moss Kearney puts it in. That is going to be your dagger. Moss Kearney, the junior, puts it in. And just like that, he's the fourth goal scorer of the night. Fifth goal of the night for the Pope Francis Cardinals. And just like that, Moss Kearney makes it a 5-1 affair. Bada bing, bada boo. Money, money, money from Moss Kearney. Explosion by Pope. 42 shots on goal. 5 of them have gone in. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it is a 4-goal Pope lead. Pull the goalie chant coming in from these Cardinal fans here at the Olympia. But eventually, it'll be worked down the Colin Foyle. Cardinals trying to finish this one out tonight. Starting to plan out for 12 o'clock on Saturday. We'll be here live for you. Mike McGrath. McGrath trying to make the play. Mateo Kakovia trying to help out as well. Ziggy the phone will try to keep it in at the point. Ziggy sort of working inside the wings. Mateo can't hold it at the point. That's Colin Foyle. We'll get there. Foyle trying to work inside the wings. But eventually they run out of real estate. Shamrocks now trying to work it in the other way. Shamrocks trying to do something with it. But eventually Pope Francis will get under it. Here's Colin Foyle. Foyle over to Ziggy the phone. Zach will stop on a dime. Look around, put on the X-ray vision, go tape to tape to Wyatt Kenyon with authority. Mike McGrath trying to hustle as much as he can, trying to get there. Eventually he'll have to be offside, so he'll have to come back on sides as Ziggy will try to leave it off. McGrath will try to dust it in with a backhand. Cardinals now get some fresh legs onto the ice. Pat Fitzgerald, first one off the bench. And eventually Cardinals will still have to get back as Colin Foyle will try to make the play. Here's Zach Buffone. Ziggy will move it over to Colin Foyle. Foyle looking around, finding his man, Joe DeMichael. To Michael over to Wyatt Kenyon. Kenyon trying to fire a shot. Save made there by the Shamrocks. Rebound. Cardinals looking for it. Fitzgerald back to the point to Foyle. Foyle blast. Goes to the left of the goal. Bulldog. Bulldog's trying to make the play. Here's Joe DeMichael. DeMichael Looking inside. Fitzgerald. Here's Pat Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald over to DeMichael. Joey D. trying to help him out. Joe DeMichael. Over to Petey. Here's Petey. Trying to look inside, but eventually Shamrocks will come away with it. Bulldog has it. 2:50 to go now in this game. Coming up, folks. Regardless of the result, we'll have the Cardinal postgame coming for you. We'll break down what we saw here tonight and look forward to Saturday. And look forward to Friday as boys basketball will be in action. That's all coming up. The Cardinal postgame. So Friday will be our next fixture for you as Bob Trujillo, the senior, will get on the ice in these late stages of this game. There's Sean O'Leary as well, making his first appearance on the ice. Here's Bryce Russ. Russ will chip it inside. Bob Trujillo trying to get there as well. Cardinals will try to make the play. Sean O'Leary coming in with a bang. And he gets taken down, and that will be another whistle. And, oh, boy, this is going to be a fight. O'Leary's helmet gets ripped off, and that player's going to get sent out. Yep. That'll be it for him. So he'll wave goodbye to the season, too. They've opened the door. He is gone. Cardinal fans will give him a salute. So it'll be a power play for the rest of the game here for Pope. So IB will take the draw now. Yep. Okay, so it will be a power play for Pope and a major power play. So 2 power plays in 1. Referees will continue to try to sort it out. Players trying to get set and ready to go. 2:05 to go. Here we go. We'll continue with the hockey. So it'll just be 1 5-minute major after all. So this will, I think, change their mind, maybe? No, it'll be 1 7-minute power play. So it'll be the rest of the game. Cardinals will be on the power play. So I think we have a whistle here. I think we're going to have a timeout. Let me see. I'm trying to figure it out. Referee timeout, I think, is what we're going to have. Yep, so Bishop Feehan will take the timeout. So referees will stop the clock here with 2:05 to go. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite up Andrew Saraceno as we have our little game break here. Scoring update coming in. Andrew Saraceno, take it away, my friend.
Thank you very much, AJ, one of the best announcers I know. We got our score update, 4 o'clock. The Archbishop Williams beat Lincoln Sudbury 5-0. BC High loses to Arlington Catholic 2-3. And Braintree takes Weymouth 1-0. So as of right now, Archbishop Williams, Arlington Catholic, and Braintree will be moving on to the round of 16. Right back to you, AJ.
Andrew Saraceno, thank you as always, my friend. We'll get back down to the ice. Thank you for keeping us up to date on the scores throughout Massachusetts. Ivy will take the draw. Power play here for the rest of the game. Jarrell, board the buses check coming in. Bulldog trying to fire in a shot, and they score. Matt Bulldog puts it in. 6-1. The score now. So with the Shamrocks, season's going to officially end tonight. Matt Bulldog puts it in. And it is 6-1. Start spreading the news. The Cardinals are heading to the next round. They'll head to round 2 on Saturday. So we'll play out the remaining garbage time that we have. So power play will get ticked down to 5 minutes. Draw one. Cardinals will try to get down there, trying to make the play. Cardinals will get down there. Jake Jarrell will make the play. We'll pull the goalie check coming in. Watroba. CJ Watroba will try to make the play. Jake Jarrell coming in. There's Jake Jarrell. So the player will also receive a game violation as well. So next time he suits up, he won't be playing for the Shamrocks, as that will get set down all the way down the ice. Cardinals will try to get down there with Ivy. Nick Ritchie will come out of his net and make the play. Ritchie, move it over to Jake Jarrell. Jarrell, back around. Ivy has it. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell moving it over. Here's CJ Wachoba. CJ trying to go all the way. CJ looking for it. Moss Carney has it. Carney working it back to the point to Jarrell. 1 minute to go tonight. Coming up, we've got the Cardinal postgame. We'll break down what we saw and preview Saturday afternoon's game. That's going to be a fun one. Moss Carney. Ivy trying to make the play. Carney has it. He'll just chip it down. Holder will try to go in with the body. Here's Jake Jarrell. Jarrell over to Moss Carney. Moss has it. Moss looking around, finds Ivy. Ivy one-timer. McGrath trying to stub it home. Can't. Zach Buffon will come in, trying to fire a shot. That one gets blocked in the air. Moss Carney will take it. 22 seconds to go this evening. Here's McGrath. McGrath to Moss Carney. McGrath. Moss Carney has it again. Moss looking for it. Ivy trying to center one out in front of McGrath, but that will officially do it. Start spreading the news, folks. The Pope Francis Cardinals road to the Garden will continue on Saturday. Cardinals win. The Cardinals win by a final score of 6-1. Pope Francis gets the job done here on this Wednesday night hockey. They take it tonight by a final score of 6-1. Cardinals showed their grit tonight, and they take this one by a final score of 6-1. The Shamrocks' frustrating defeat. Self-inflicted wounds cost them. It really did. Not smart penalties. Not smart playing. They will be heading home. Season over for them. Pope Francis will head to Saturday and in the second round. 48 shots on goal for the Cardinals tonight. 12 for the visiting Shamrocks. Best part of all hockey coming up here. Handshake line coming in. Interesting game to say the least. A lot of fun covering it here tonight. Wednesday night hockey, as always, here. Reminder, folks, like this content, subscribe to our channel. Producing unique content like this every single day of the week. Nick Ritchie doing a great job coming in relief this season for Vinny Maggi. He's done the job very, very well for these Cardinals. And they will head into the playoffs with some momentum, folks. It's going to be a fun playoff run. Again, folks, the Garden Chase is on. Cardinals look ready. It's going to be a lot of fun heading down the stretch. Shamrocks are heading home, heading to the couch. Cardinals heading to the second round. We'll have that game for you live here at the Olympia Ice Center, 12 o'clock on Saturday. You can tune in right here on the live stream. It'll be a lot of fun. Teams finishing out the shaking hands, and that will finish us out tonight. For all my great crew, Andrew Sarazina, Caleb Gilmet, and the box running our scoreboard and director stuff, Henry Huey running the camera. For them, I'm AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Pope Francis Cardinals, saying so long from West Springfield. Final score, 6 for Pope, 1 for the visiting Shamrocks, and that does it. We'll see you on Saturday. Actually, we'll see you on Friday for boys basketball. Pope Prep, so go on and so long from West Springfield. 6-1, Cardinals win. We'll see you on round 2.